Good morning, everyone. Now, can I have a show of hands? And I'm gonna ask you a more personal question here. If you were ever walking alone at night, like going to your dorm, or you didn't have anyone with you, and you felt a little unsafe, or excuse me, or if anyone was going to, like, if you were just by yourself with another person following you, it would have ended like in a bad situation. Can I have a show of hands if everyone's ever felt uncomfortable in that setting? Okay, now here, I have an answer for that. Well, hopefully I can answer that for you, as I do have some experience with a mixed martial art. That mixed martial art is Muay Thai. And Muay Thai is very, very, very great in providing you self-defense and just protecting yourself in case you find yourself in that type of position, right? I got done here steps of a simple combo for starters, for you can perform with Muay Thai. It might be simple, but it could be very effective for whoever you're going up against. So I just set them off here. We have the stance. It's always important to be in a good stance when performing everything, as it centers your body, so you don't lose your balance when performing the moves. And we're gonna move to the jab, the cross, hook, and then end it all off with a low kick. So 3 moves involving punches, and then 1 move around your leg. As if you don't know, Muay Thai involves a lot of uses of kicks and knees and things of such. So that's what we're gonna do. And just to quickly explain my outfit, I have Muay Thai shorts on, which just explain it's very common for Muay Thai fighters to use these shorts, as it allows a lot of versatility in kicks and a lot of room to fully perform them. And there's also hand wraps that allow to protect your fist when you're actually punching. It keeps it stable, so it doesn't do this little motion when you kick, so people go like this. It keeps it centered. So if you ever take more time professionally, those are things to look into, but that's what I'm not focusing on. We're gonna focus on the combo. I just wanted to touch base, and that's how a lot of Muay Thai people will usually attire, and I do that the same way as well. Now, here, to stand, you're gonna have your body in a sort of 90-degree angle, like your chest and stomach are facing this way, or you're looking forward, right? And for the lower body, you're gonna, if you can pay attention to my feet here, you're gonna be in an L shape with your left leg leaning forward, and then your right leg facing the right. Now, anyone here left-handed by any chance? No? Well, so since we're all right-handed, we're going to be in what's called an orthodox stance, which here we're going to have our dominant hand be in the back, while our more weaker hand is in front, as a lot of our power comes from the back, as we'll show. I'll demonstrate in just a second. But just to be in that stance, have your fist right here by your face, kind of be a little shy. Just no, it's going to be right here. This is mainly to protect your face in case any danger comes your way. And we're going to start with the first move, which is a jab. And you're going to go pss, or you're going to just boom, go away. Oh, and it's important to note to keep your knees a little bent, as it will just stable you more towards the floor. And you're just going to boom, punch. And now it's important to note that a lot of beginners tend to fall into what we call a chicken wing, where you'll punch, but your elbow will come out first and then you punch, which defeats the purpose of the jab, as it's supposed to be quick. But if you do the chicken wing, then it just lets your opponent, or whoever you're facing, know you're about to punch them. So it's not a good thing to do. So when you punch or when you jab, you just want it to come straight out instead of doing a chicken wing and then out. I fell into that pitfall a lot when I first started off. So I know it's it's just muscle memory to build, but just keep in mind that you never want to do the chicken dance when you're about to fight. You're gonna do the jab, and notice I'm doing a sound, sort of like I'm spraying a water bottle, right? That is used to release oxygen that's in your body, which is breathe every time you're doing a move. So Can anyone answer why it might be important to do a little sound when you're punching? Okay. It's usually for, again, if you're in a fight and someone has to punch you in the stomach, right? You're gonna have a lot of air build up if you don't do that. So it's kind of like you're gonna just explode. and you're gonna be left in a vulnerable state where you might get attacked more, and that's not good. So if you do get hit and you're doing the sound, you're not gonna sustain as much damage if you weren't doing it, as you're not gonna get gassed out as quickly. So I'm gonna continue. And if there's too much like little room, feel free to move the desk away, because I know like sooner we will add the kick, so it might be like a little tough to perform that. So I'll give you guys a quick second if you need to move the desk real quick. That's okay. Okay. So we're gonna move on now, right? We did the jab. Now we're gonna go for its cousin, the hook. I mean the cross. I'm sorry. Pow. Or. Now notice how when I do the cross, I'm kind of bringing my shoulder up, which is directly next to my ear, and my other hand is directly still in front of my face. So I'm sort of protected on both sides of my head. So if anyone tries to come from like other angles, then I'm like protected at least both sides. So, and that requires you to move your body a bit from your stance. So you see how I'm in a 90 degree? We're gonna face forward as we cross. Just like this. Alright, everyone do it with me a little bit? Yep. And don't forget to do the little tss sound. So, tss, tss, right? Tss. Let's add the jab in there. So back to step one. So jab, tss, then cross. Tss. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Tss, tss. A little faster. Tss. Okay, great. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the hook, which is back to your hand leaning forward, where you're just gonna go. It's gonna be right in front of your face. It's more for like close quarter combat. So you're gonna go ahead and do. Let's add it together. Great, that's the punches. Now we're gonna move on to the last step, which is the leg for your low kick. We're gonna aim for the thigh. You're gonna want to put a lot of force into your kick. I mean, not a lot of force right now, because we're still in a classroom, but when you're actual like fighting or in a mat, you want to put a lot of force in your kick as a lot of power direction of the leg. So you're gonna wanna move your hips and kind of hit your leg, kind of like you're hitting a baseball, right? Well, not a baseball. Yeah, when you hit a baseball with a bat, but the bat is your leg. So you want to, boom. And that'll really send your opponent to like a frenzy. Like they're gonna not gonna be able to take it, especially when you start with the punches. They're focused on the punches and then, down, the kick. All right. So you want to pivot first. Pivot the first leg. You see my leg, my foot first level. Pivot, and then boom, and come back. Pivot, leg. Pivot outwards, so you're breaking the L for a bit. Kick, and come back. Pivot, kick, come back. And keep your hands up. Kick. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Kick. 1, 2, 3. Kick. And that's essentially the combo. So I hope you guys you need to write this down if you ever like to, you know, the stance, jab, cross, hook, low kick. It can really benefit you if you ever find yourself in that situation, which I'll never want you to, but here is a very easy combo to learn. And of course, if you get involved more with the sport, there's a lot more things you'll be able to learn, which you can incorporate, even make your own combos if you want. There is a Muay Thai class here at U of I. It's at the comment room in the Arc. Yes, the Arc. On weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. I also attend those Muay Thai classes. So if you ever want to get involved with something that allows you to be fit, allows you to like lose weight, do a lot of cardio, while also toning up and like learning a skill, which is fighting, then I highly recommend Muay Thai.